So Steven, the Repu owner, was considering doing a proper floor. So we have a proper floor. Let's see how it fits.
All right,
so you guys saw the fun process of popping the thing out. Next was peeling the peel ply off. That's tedious 2 hours of work, and I need to film that. If you want to know, look up wings and things on my channel from a couple years ago. I filmed all that. So then we had the dyno day, and then the day after the dyno day, I did the final trimming.
and that's what we've got.
So, throughout the whole video, I wanted to say, oh, it's less than 40 pounds, less than 40 pounds. I was right.
Actually, by a good amount, weren't you?
Let's see.
I was going to say, he didn't tell me what it was. He just said, I think I did good. So we're going to find out.
Okay, so I got the scale. This is going to be real scientific.
I was about to say, I can get away from it, so yeah.
Okay, so it's falling over. There we go. Well, it's not fully on it, but it's as on as I can get it. Can you see it?
Yep. Oh yeah, I was zoomed in.
So
right now it's reading 27 point. It just keeps kind of bouncing between. Yeah.
So it's 27 and a half pounds. So,
that's crazy because you kept saying 50, 50, 50.
Well, the first one is 54, I think, and that was an exercise in let's overbuild it because I don't know what to expect. Now that I've been around the block a few times, here we go. So, there are some weaker points, like right here, it's a little flexy, but that's going to get a chassis point anyway. It's going to get a point that ties to the chassis. So, because there's radiators and intercoolers there, so kind of do 2 for 1. You do support brace to physically support the radiator, and you can also double it to support the floor.
But yeah, for also people that don't understand like how big this piece is, Cody, can you go stand next to it?
I'm 5'9" in these shoes.
Yeah, like it's a big piece.
No, it's over 7 feet tall. So, and then it's 81 inches wide, which is how wide the Enviate is. So, yep. So, on to the next task.
On to the next one. Like I said in my Instagram post, I'll see it 4 or 5 times a week and I'll still never get tired of looking at it.
I look at it every day and I never get tired of looking at it.
Exactly.
Wondering what the heck is next.
Yeah, I've never seen this process, and he got this out, and I was like, well, what are you doing? He's like, well, I gotta get the diffuser under the car. I was like,
So the diffuser is more than 3/4 of the car. It's fragile. How are you gonna jack up a car when you need to slide something between the jack and the car? You can't.
I was gonna say, you can't. Now I see why this comes into play.
This is why air jacks are used, and they probably will find their way onto this. So it fits. Definitely need to slide it back more, which, come here. The floor is designed for the Enviate, which the Enviate chassis is only this wide. The Enviate chassis goes inside there. Obviously, we have that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if we try to slide it back more, it hits the wheel right there.
Gotcha.
But guess what's a lot wider? Guess what's a lot further out?
Wheels.
The new wheels.
I was going to say the new wheels.
Which I think next episode we'll be able to talk about them. So that being said, we can slide it out that much further. Diffuser will tuck up a little better, because right now we'd have to run a subfloor. Not a big deal, but we'd have to raise the suspension a little bit. But I think it's gonna fit. So I'll get this out of the way. We can do some walk arounds. Should. You filming?
Yep.
Oh, it's not leave. Okay, so we got the floor mounted. Come back here, Mitchell. Alright, so this is what they call, well, this is obviously a diffuser, but air that's under the car is compressed up underneath the cab, and then as it comes back here, the air expands. When it expands, it creates a vacuum, which sucks the whole car down.
Gotcha.
So, also on top of that, when it expands, it accelerates the air underneath the front portion even harder. When you have accelerating air moving past an enclosed space, it creates suction. So, generally, the bigger the diffuser, as long as the air stays attached, the more downforce the car will make. Which is why the diffuser is one of the most regulated aero portions of any motorsport.
That makes sense.
Component, period. So, F1, Le Mans, all of them, they have crazy regulations on diffusers. So, in this case, there are no regulations.
They don't exist.
Nope.
Well, and you were telling me about it too, like, as like you were saying, there's the most regulations, or with that, it's also like the most important part when it comes to downforce.
It is the most drag-free way to make extremely high downforce levels.
That
You can
yes.
bolt on huge wings, but they create huge drag. Even efficient big wings make big drag compared to a properly designed floor. So, and since, you know, this is the basis of the Enviate program, is the whole floor design. That's from Sebastian Lamore. Yeah, so that was kind of, I built the chassis, but I built it in a way that we could do a huge diffuser, and this is kind of what he designed. Back in 2015. Built one floor, this is the second floor. Which, the first floor worked really well.
So what's that? Good on you, Seb.
So, yeah, so, sweet. So it fits. So, Steven was saying if it fits, I want one out of Kevlar. And then I quoted the price, so we'll see if he actually does it.
All right, so what's next? What's going on?
We've been waiting for the oil pan, which integrates with the chassis. So when that gets here, I'll be able to button that up. Following that, there's oil pan, oil tank. He's been collecting some turbo parts, so we can finally get going on the turbo system. I want to get the steering hooked up. I actually ordered a bunch of stuff that I've used for the Enviate from Sweet Manufacturing, but Steven wasn't really a fan. He wanted to go a different route, so I guess I've got steering parts for the Enviate in stock now. So yeah, I want to get all that going, and then at some point we'll have to get the firewall and the pedals ready because they're kind of exclusive. So once that happens, then we can decide what all's happening with that. So hopefully over the winter we'll be cruising here pretty quickly.
Well, I'm excited. Again, I haven't been a part of this since I've been here with you, and now it finally seems like things are starting to roll, and I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, just wait till you see the turbo setup. Oh, and then I think at some point in October, which is like next week, the truck is going to get 3D scanned, so that way we can design body panels in CAD and then produce CNC plugs versus chopping up a stock bed. And I'm pretty sure the wheels are gonna go through the rails. I mean, that's how big the wheels are. So
Jeez.
we're just gonna design it from carbon. I don't think we're doing an actual bed. It's just gonna be bed sides, which the bed sides are gonna be kind of flush with this, and then we're gonna do a low mount rear wing kind of up here. These are just leftover parts for show. So I probably will do some kind of storage compartment, or whatever you want to call it. Probably going to be on the diffuser, but so obviously we'll cover all that process from scan to design. Steven's been working on Fusion 360, which is what we use, so he could probably design his own body panels, honestly, and then from there it's up to me to make it. So, and then theoretically, somebody wants one of these, they just got to pay a whole crap load of money and I can build them one.
So, I mean, who knows? You might get a couple customers after it once they see how this thing is once it's done.
You never know, I guess.
You never know. Well, Steven, I think you're going to like it. Progress is coming along. I'm excited to see it when it's done. So then, basically from there, we're just going to see you in the next one then, huh?
Yep.
All right.